Welcome everyone to Burlington Old-Timers Hockey Club Championship Day. This is the final game for the Grade Division. With us here today are Jim Greer on play-by-play and Mike Seabach helping out with color commentary. Thanks for volunteering your time today, guys.
You're welcome.
In the booth there, we got Gunther Kashuba. He's wearing the shield. And on the ice here, as referees, we got Brian Bishop and Kevin Barnes. So, guys, why don't you just kick off? Maybe tell everybody how these two teams made it to the show.
So this final is between the first place Rangers and the second place Wings. The Wings are led by Ian Moriarty, and the Wings are led by Mark Holloway, and the Rangers are led by Ian Moriarty. So we're about ready to get started here as soon as we can get the rest to finish talking to the bench. Not quite sure what the holdup is here.
Probably explaining the rules about our swearing policy we have in place for the BOHC. I think we've played enough with against all these guys. We guarantee that there could possibly be some vulgarities going on today. Hopefully it's kept to a dull roar. I've never seen these many fans out in all of the games that we've played all season.
And here's Will Pugh starting at center. He won the face-off, lays it back, and was almost stolen by Moriarty.
Congratulations, Will. Thanks for everything you do for the BOHC, buddy.
Here's Dennis Govidis, leaves it back. Cross ice for Kevin Smith. Kevin gets across the blue line and shoots it into the corner.
So what are we expecting today there, partner? What are we seeing? What do you think?
I think what's going to happen is this is going to be a very low-scoring game. These are two excellent defensive teams, and they finished 1-2 leaders against. Oh! Almost went in. I don't know how they didn't go in. That was a big chance right in front. And I think the Wings have had enough of that, so they clear it down the ice, and we have an icing.
That was close, right off the hop. Not even a minute into the game.
I really don't know how that didn't go in.
That was Alan Rigo, I believe, with that snipe shot right in the center.
Okay.
Right in front of the net. Alan Rigo. That was a great shot. Just a little outside.
And here's Darwin Allen taking the face off. Gets it back. BOHC. Along the boards, plays it behind. It's run around to Dave York. Dave York made it a little bit too long. It's intercepted by Mike Quinn. Quinn plays it in, and Rasso leaves it for York. Here's Tom Check for York. York at center. Broken up by Dan Geller.
It's their big line out there today, I see.
Here's Tom Check. Kubar knew he was offside, so he didn't touch it. Tom Check has it broken up by Kubar. Work comes in to help. Across for BOHC. And BOHC clears it down. No icing in the call. Tom Check goes back to get it. Around on the boards for Rourke.
Here's the big breakout.
Rourke waited a little too long, and it was broken up. BOHC grabs it, and he's going to whack it in. Wings change quickly. Here's Mike Quinn. Mike Quinn
Close pass.
out for Kevin Smith, and it's behind the Wings goal. Mark Long has it, whacks it out for Oz. Here comes Oz and Donnie Little. And Oz shot it after the whistle, and they didn't like that. He's very apologetic about the whole thing. Apologizes to the ref. I don't know how he didn't hear the whistle. I certainly saw he was offside.
He called him out on that.
Well, good.
The unsportsmanlike. Way to set the tone early there, Strikes. Wasn't expecting that early of a call in this game.
I really don't know how he needed to do that.
Maybe all the crowd outside cheering probably maybe filled your ears a little bit too much.
Here's Polisak, face off. Back for Homer. Polisak has it loose in front. Homer tries to get it. Mad scramble in front. Over in the corner. Behind the net. Holloway clears it around. Postman keeps it in. Postman behind the net for Polisak. Polisak with Homer.
Just over Mike Ford's stick.
And Mike Ford goes back to get it. There's Lee
They set it up behind the net. Get that puck movement going.
Oh, and it's loose in front, but Moriarty cleans it up. Polisak. Homer clears it in. Holloway goes back to get it in his corner. Waiting, tries to clear it on the board. Kept in by Postman. Came out. Long plays it down to center ice. And Ford shoots it back in. Blackwell. And he clears it down the ice. Ford goes back to get it.
First minute of the penalty gone.
Postman can't get the pass.
Looks
Oh,
like they're
cleared
trying
it
the
in.
dump and stretch approach.
Here's Blackwell. Oh,
It's a good clear. It's a good clear on the penalty kill.
he had a chance for Goverdas there, but he didn't want to bother with the pass. He just whacked it down the ice. Tomchek couldn't get it.
Look at the wheels on that, number 18. Well, they got a chance now. Rushing two guys in on a penalty kill.
This is Dennis Goverdas.
Well,
Fell down.
that looks like it's about the Seabach, really. What did you say?
Here's Al Rigo. He's the leading scorer for the Rangers this year. Rigo across the blue line. Hanging on to its shot. Doesn't get through. Quinn keeps it in. Good shot. Oh! Rigo almost tipped that in. Ozzy had it and
Out of
it,
the box. Look at that. Almost.
he could have had a breakaway if he wasn't trying to go to the bench. Here's Moriarty.
Nice pass.
Nice pass back. He missed the net. That was Rob Campbell.
I gotta say, it sure looks like the Rangers can make the play today.
And Rasso hangs on for the face. So they definitely had all the chances so far.
They sure have. It looks like a lot of action down in the wing zone.
With 12-12 to play in the first period.
First penalty of the game really brings that out of the team, right? I think the Rangers did some good pressing, but the Wings definitely were able to keep the play out there.
And here come the Wings down the ice. That's Cedric. For BOHC. Looking for Rourke in front. BOHC gets it, clears it around behind. Blackwell's going to keep it in. Broken up by Ford, and he clears it out to the blue line. Holloway goes back to get it, being chased by Kubar. Here's BOHC with Cedric. BOHC in the corner, looking for Cedric in front. In his skates, he couldn't quite handle the pass. Rourke has it now. Puts it in front. Oh, BOHC missed a chance. Blackwell keeps it in.
Pretty sure that line's been formidable the last 4 or 5 games in the round robin.
Oh, they're deadly. They looked me up
They are.
last night.
That's what I call the weapon line. Full
Here
of
comes
weapons.
Cedric again. In front, big save by Goulart. He looked behind him, but he realized it was trapped up in his pad.
We call this the Battle of Joes. We got 2 Joes in net today. Joe Goulart for the Rangers, and we got Joe Rasso in net for the Wings. 2 formidable goalies all season long.
Joe had a bit of an injury in the regular season, but he came back to the last game. Here's Donnie Little. Tomchek keeps it in.
We call him Speedy Little, Speedy Gonzalez, that Don Little guy. He can really move.
Quinn puts it out. Tomchek across for Little. Little with Long. He had to wait for Long to get back on side. Pulls it in for Ozzy. Ozzy keeps it in. Looking for Little in front. Back to the point.
Good play, good play.
Little tried to chip it in, but he didn't quite get it. Here's Postma. Too far for Andrew Dosborough. And
Good hockey sense I'm seeing there by Ozzy. Good look back at the D zone and threw it right back to his defense partner to shoot it out. It was good.
here's Little for the face-off. Little wins it. Back to Tomchek. Tomchek put it in front, looking for Long to tip it in, but Dosboro's going to get it. Dosboro for Homer. Looking for Polisak in front. Ozzy gets it out. Quinn straddling the blue line, waiting for his mates to get onside. Oh, and he lost it for Long. Ozzy a shot and a save by Goulart. Joe had no problem hanging onto that.
One little puck cough up creates a real nice scoring chance. It's amazing how that works in Great Division.
Here's Wayne Denman for the face-off. Hoffman behind the net. Bothered by Govidas. Moriarty sort of pulled down Govidas. I'm surprised he didn't get called for that. Here's Ford. Kept in by Blackwell. Blackwell still keeps it in. Shot blocked. Ford in the corner. For Moriarty. Here's Govidas. Blocked in front. Blackwell has it again. Into the corner. Ford gets it. Ford for Moriarty. That was too powerful a pass, and down the edge, blocked by Russell. Gives it off for Holloway. Holloway clears it. Govidas looking for Denman in front. Can't handle the pass. Posma clears it back out. Here's Rigo. Getting in. Shot. Big save. Russell with the shoulder. Here's Posma. Shot blocked by Holloway. Govidas has it. Clears it out. And Al Rigo gets back for it.
Now it looks like he's having a pretty good game out there so far today. His name's been mentioned quite a bit. He's had lots of scoring chances already for both teams.
Here's Cedric again. Oh, two collision at the blue line. There's two players down. They exchange sticks.
And they're both left and right-handed at the same time. Gotta enjoy seeing that.
Posma for Kubar. Kubar shot, and that was offside. Kubar is a very distinctive skater, but he has excellent wheels and he has a lot of goals. Here's Darwin Allen on the face-off against Cedric. Broken up by Kubar.
Yeah, good job on that blue line stretch. Nice work. Oh, here's Wheels. Wheels McGee, I call him.
Here's Cedric again. Into the corner. Pass on the other side. Oh, big save in front by Goulart. He got the shoulder on it.
Oh, what a save. Well done. You keep that puck in front of you, Joe. Gotta say, that's one tough line to play against. Been battling them all year long. It's been a difficult road.
Here's Breezeblatt taking the face off again. Gives it back for Tomchek. Tomchek can't get a shot through. Cleared out.
Good stick work. Good stick work.
Here's Dosborough for Homer. Tomchek has it. Can't get it out. Quinn keeps it in. A shot. Looking for a deflection. And Rasso went down and covered the bottom of the net. Managed to smother it.
Some good scoring chances on both ends there, Jim.
It helps when you're a tall goalie like Joe Rasso. He's probably 6'3", 6'4". Little takes the face off. Big shot
What
in
a
front by
save.
Polasak.
What a save.
Rasso is keeping him in the game. Polasak couldn't handle it. Here's Quinn. Can't get the shot through. Scramble in front. Homer.
Wow.
Can't
Good
keep
hustle,
it
Dan.
in.
Great job, Dan. Let's hustle up there, buddy.
Here's
Come back in
Keller.
and attack him again.
Homer. Keller in the corner. Broken up nicely. Mark Long in the corner. Battling for it. Little went in to help. And he managed to get it out. Rangers are offside. Here's Ozzy. Clears it in. Easy save for Rasso. Leaves it for Polasak. Clears it down to Moriarty.
Oh, here we go.
Moriarty's
Here we
got a
go.
break. And he's a big. Oh! Are we going to have a penalty shot?
Wow.
That, call the
in my
penalty.
opinion, should have been a.
Are we going to have a penalty shot? No, I don't think so. I think he gave him. That was an honest penalty. I mean, he was not letting them get through.
Well, there goes the Lady Bing for the captain, Mark Holloway, for this year.
He was pulling it like a tow truck.
Pretty sure Ian's still looking for his wallet. Pretty sure it's wrapped up in his equipment right now.
And here's Mark going to the penalty box. And we see Holloway standing over giving him a hard time in the stands. Here's Mike Ford going back to it.
Oh,
Blart leaves it for him.
Norm. He's got the burner jets on today.
Third in, but Norman's offside.
Norm penalties, I like it.
Clears it back in. Mike Ford has it again.
Well, the Rangers might have to capitalize pretty soon on a couple of these power plays.
Denman keeps it in. Ford plays it out for Riga. I thought that went out. Oh! Goulart took it off the shoulder and then grabbed it with his stropper.
That was close. That could have been a short-handed goal for Wayne Denman. I would have changed the complexity
I
of the
thought
game.
he had gone out, but I guess not.
He's deceptively speedy. That
Here's Blood taking the face off now. Kubar has it broken up by Cedric. Cedric across the blue line. Oh, trying to cut in front. And he was looking for Govdash, he couldn't get it. Kubar. Ahead for Kevin Smith. Saved by Rasso with the foot.
Crowd's going wild out there. We got ourselves a hockey game today.
Polasak. Backed in by Ford. Kubar. Back to the point to Cosma. Cosma can't get it through. The shot was blocked. Tomchuk can't keep it in.
20 seconds left in the penalty and power play.
Here's Kubar. The shot doesn't get through. Mike Tomchuk has it in the skates, clears it out. Cosma managed to keep it in. But Cedric is going to get it and clear it down the ice. Only 5 seconds left in the penalty now. 4:12 left in the period.
I don't know how much longer the Red Wings can afford to keep taking penalties. I'm pretty sure the Rangers team is going to capitalize. They've got too many chances.
And here's BOHC. Oh, that was over the net.
You can tell BOHC's shooting has gotten better because at least you said net this time.
He managed to keep it in the play area. Rasso along the boards. That's kept in by Polasak. Scramble behind the wings goal, loose in front, and Rasso jumps on it. Probably a good idea because they had two Rangers floating in front of the net there.
Definitely an intriguing game so far. I've quite surprised at how well the Rangers have stepped up for today.
Almost shot, can't get it through. Cedric keeps it. Oh, he would have been gone. Oh, that sort of wraps up. We managed to steer it into the corner. Palasak. And that's cleared down the ice by the wings. I think it's going to be icing. Yes. Sometimes the ref doesn't give you the signal.
So with this Rangers team, Jim, this is I believe Ian's third and final year as captain. He has managed to take his team 3 years in a row for the regular season championship, 3 years straight. And this is also his third and final probably season for playing in the championship game too.
You never know. Saved by Rasso. It's kept loose. No. They whistle the play down. Rasso flopped down and grabbed it.
The last 2 years that Ian was captain and playing in the championship, I was on his team and lost. So I'm really pulling for him to win this year because of him. I'm pretty sure I can see that happen. Something about the Seabach curse he said a couple of weeks ago. Yeah.
I'll tell you like.
Here's Quinn. Oh, that would have gotten through.
Quinn's one of those skilled, quiet hockey players. Just knows the game.
He's a former teammate of mine. I really like him.
Also
There's
known
Ozzy.
as Mike Not Seabach Quinn.
Moving into the corner. Dan Gellert tries to get it out. Tomchek keeps it in. Little blocked it in front, looking for Ozzy. Here's Rob Campbell. Moriarty shot doesn't get through. Campbell again, broken up by Ron.
Great save by John Archambault. Right into the path. Right into the path.
Oh, Ozzy almost had a break there. Leaves it for Quinn.
Good pucking by the Rangers, getting that puck
Here's
out of the-
Tomchek. Whoa! Almost a miscommunication between Quinn and Goulart there. That was a case of you take it, no you take it.
We call that the hot potato puck.
But I think finally Goulart said enough of that, I'm jumping on it. Here's Denman with Govidas. Denman wins the draw, back for Pointer. Looking in front for Govidas. Kevin Smith. Oh, it's kept in by Pointer at the blue line. And Goulart said enough of this and just jumps on it.
Lots of action in both ends so far, Jim. I've been pleasantly surprised.
It's been pretty even, I could say. Again. Back for Pointon. Pointon can't keep it in. Arnie Blackwell. Shoots it back in. Blackwell goes back to get it. Behind for Holloway. Ford shoots it back in.
Starting to see Mike Ford's MO now. Get the puck, shoot it in.
Blackwell for Pointon. Pointon across the blue line. Shot, knocked into the corner. Ford going after it against Pointon. Broken up by Posma, looking for Kubar. Kubar can't get it out against Holloway.
That's a big boy to be fighting with. They're both in.
That's two big boys.
Had my fair share of run-ins with that Mr. Holloway.
Kevin Smith looking for Darwin. Kubar in the corner. Plays it back for Postma. Postma! Oh, what a play by Mike to keep that in. He was sitting on the blue line.
That was impressive. Two defensemen understanding and knowing where they are at all times. Almost like they could
Kubar in the corner. I thought that was out, but I guess not. Here's Blackwell. And that's the end of the first period. No score. I would say the shots were fairly even.
I would tend to agree with you, Jim. It looks like we probably got about 10 to 12 shots each team. And still nothing. 17 minutes left in the second period. We'll see if we can